Good evening, November Foxtrot. We are.
Word.
It's been a week's break.
Lance, do you think of what to say when it's going? The little things going. Do you think? Yeah. How am I gonna open?
No, I'm usually drinking or like mid burping. Can't get it.
Or fitting his catheter.
Yeah, we can actually see Lance when he like preparing for the show, and there's usually a little boogie going on. So it's like
no, I can't see him. I just see.
Hi Blackbeard, hi James, hi Digger, hi Kenny, hi Harry, hi Chris. Welcome.
Hello, Punish One.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh.
We're obviously joined by Kenny from Empire this week. So
for
those that don't know Kenny,
I didn't know about it.
No,
did I?
You know,
Lars mentioned was like, "Are you on the show?" And I was like, "What? Okay."
So the funny thing was,
you did know about it. You just don't read your fucking
messages. Lance goes, "Is Kenny on tomorrow?" And me and Mike were like, "Yeah, we think so." And he was like, "All right, brilliant." And then I wrote, "Does Kenny know that he's on tomorrow?" And Lance went, "Probably not."
Typical.
I'm terrible. But I'm
typical.
Anyway, thanks for having me on.
Challenge.
I love coming on.
That's right, mate.
Lance did have a go. He was like, you don't watch it any other time."
Selfish. Is
that urine sample?
Yes.
If that's a urine sample, you desperately need to go to the doctor.
You need some water.
That's Andy's urine sample.
I didn't know if I'd get in trouble for branding or anything.
Oh no.
No, you'll be right.
That random musical beat keeps happening as well.
I just don't know what is that. It's Kenny's end. He's saying it's your mic or something. Kenny keeps every now and again he goes. Burp.
Well, you're gonna have to put up with it. James is back in the UK. Woohoo! They must have finally kicked him out of the army.
I'm back in the UK, lads.
No, it's
about time.
Off, isn't it?
You must be sick of banana boats by now.
Is that what he's doing?
He's going to go and make snow castles, isn't he?
Ryan's stint in Cyprus with the British Army has ruined water sports holidays for him forever.
An interpretive dance.
Interpretive dance. Show us how you feel by the medium of dance.
Hi Daniel, hi Kenny, hi James, hi Fresh Meat, Les, Pegasus, Marky Mark. Everyone's here. Joel Reagan, hello, bonjour. Andy's gone. We're going to be talking about. Yeah, no, that's fine. We're going to be talking about Empire Airsoft, Empire events, obviously headed up by our esteemed friend Kenny down in the bottom corner. Sort of throughout the show. So if you have any questions for him, then please feel free to whack them in the chat. Throw a little cue at the beginning, just makes it easier to find them. And we're going to be talking about Empire Events' Operation Phoenix, which is coming up, which is a little collaboration,
which is a joint, collab with you guys.
Mm-hmm. Your boy.
Exciting.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be good, this one, because the first two events were just like sniper based, so niche, weren't they?
Sorry,
Kenny.
You've got to sort that out.
Yeah, it's like someone playing a bass guitar with just one little note.
you know the really shit robot in the first Star Wars. It's just essentially a fucking box with two little shit legs sticking out of it. It just walks across the desert. That's what he sounds like. He sort of like ponces his lifts off of those little fucking things in the red cloaks that buy scrap off people.
The first. Should we actually talk about the event or not?
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Can I just say, when we're in like the green room earlier, the second I went in, there's just a weird vibe with you guys. Like something's going on. I don't know what it is. Lance was getting all
It's that
edgy.
sound.
No, Lance was getting edgy. Like no one was talking to him, and everyone was pissed off at him. And now you two are being weird. Yeah, I feel like there's something going on.
I'm sorry, but I can't do this with that noise. I can't keep a straight face. This can't go on all evening. I just like to apologise to everyone
The listeners
listening.
hear the bump because otherwise they're going to be like, "What the?"
I don't know what it is. It's just a really random like bass guitar. Just keeps playing everyone's
It's,
song.
yeah, it's the missus in the background
Why?
tuning the bass in. Bit of blues going.
I honestly can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I
don't
can
have
hear
any
it.
headphones on either.
What if you just? I tell you what if you turned off your headset? Is it noisy in your room?
It's dead quiet.
Yeah,
I'll
just
see if you
disconnect
can
your
hear me.
earpods. Disconnect your earpods. See how it goes.
Why are you doing that? Let's roll into the news.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay, good. There you go.
I pick my gun and I go pew 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 pew.
News.
So, that's a nice little segue. Chance to sort that out. Lance, you had some news.
Yep. Hang on, give me a minute. Yes, I did. So, the old hallowed ground that is Apocalypse Airsoft in Sittingbourne. God love it. Got a special place in my heart. Big love to Big John. And I've got a little post here from Apocalypse Limited. You asked for it, and we have made it happen. Battle Sims are coming to Apocalypse this year. We'll be running our very first Battle Sim event on June the 8th. This will be a 12-hour game with no breaks. This will not be your normal skirmish. This is more of a tactical-based event and a great stepping stone if you want a taste of what a Mill Sim is like. Price is £50, but we were offering a discount to include the Sunday skirmish. We're posting more updates soon, so keep an eye on our socials. So that is Apocalypse Limited. Look them up Facebook, Instagram, and all that jazz. So Battle Sims are coming back. So good on them, yeah. Wish them all the luck in the world for those events coming up with Big John, yeah. So that was my bit of
Great
news.
memories.
Oh, mate, do you remember our first ever event there?
Oh,
Ah, all that shit we carried.
My first time airsoft was there when you took me with Dan, and yeah, it was great. And then we were walking out, and Dan got shot in the neck.
Still doing it. Still doing it.
It's not me. I don't know what to do. I
don't know.
Are you on your phone or your laptop?
I'm on my phone.
Can you try and join off your laptop?
Well, no, because my laptop doesn't really work. My PC doesn't have a microphone.
Don't you start?
What have I missed?
God, Kenny doing his Star Wars robot impressions.
What is R2D2?
Playing bass at the same time.
But if it's not my headphones, I'm just going to put my headphones back on.
All right.
It's
got to be the mic on your phone then.
Maybe.
Can you switch if you go to Kenny? Sorry, everybody. If you go to settings on the StreamYard, can you change your audio settings so the mic inputs your earpods and not your phone mic? Perhaps.
No, my mic input is this. Is my AirPods.
There you go. You weren't on it before.
Oh, really?
You were talking through your phone mic. Yeah, now you're better. You're good now.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'll be.
Oh dear. Right, we were talking about the news, Andy. Have you got any news?
I wrap my poles. Other than that, that's about it. Look. Wraps pole.
Oh, I like that. Is that US Woodland?
No, it's British DPM.
Is it?
Yeah, just wrapped around with sniper tape.
Hang on, it's not got the speckles in it though. Little black speckles.
It's fucking tough.
No, it's a Viper tape. So
Oh, okay.
They call it British DPM. It's just wrapped around really tightly.
Oh, I see. It has got a little bit of speckle. Yeah, so I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I like.
Nice.
Very nice, mate.
Well,
That was it. That was
It's been
my
a bit
week.
of a creative week for me as well. Like, I've made these little. This was actually inspired by Les. I think Les bought some of these off
Finger
of.
puppets.
I don't know where he bought them from. Basically, they are little basher retention for the jungle cords, jungle knots, and everything like that. I can't speak apparently. So it just clicks onto the little toggle on the basher. Stuff your cord in there. You can tighten them up. I've made a few of those. So
Nicely
excited.
done.
Mike, you do a lot of work with string, don't you?
Oh, don't get it on the string.
Don't start
Yes,
off on the string. What was the selection process like for selecting the correct cordage mic for your drawstring pouches? Was it arduous? And...
I bet he's got like 20 samples all hanging up, and he's just pulling.
He's got one bit that he really likes, and he just goes along the line of other bits of string going.
You will never be this to them.
It's actually bungee, just to make it proper posh. I went with the bungee.
He's
on
upgraded to
Bungee should be banned.
No, I've been working on my riot shield. I've got that if you want to see that.
Why are you making a riot shield?
So I've made a cover for my riot shield. So it's got the idea is this is the Kent shield we bought from Prepper Shop a little while ago. But I made a little pop-off cover for the back of that. So I can make a variety of different covers without having to spray paint up the shield. So I could have a multicam one and everything like that. And then each of them have a Velcro on the front.
Upside down.
You can attach patches and a variety of things. But I'd originally bought the bungee cord for that on the basis of making the cover just bungee up behind it rather than doing all the fancy press studs.
Are you going to make a ghillie one?
I had the bungee.
Ghillie riot shield?
Yes.
Yeah, ghillie riot shield.
Yes, it's a good idea.
I like it. Or just make make up some paneling that can stick to the Velcro.
Yeah.
Well, it's a hide, isn't it? You can use it at any event.
Yeah.
Just live under it.
You could do actually the fabric that I've used as a waterproof backing to it. Mostly just because I wanted a hard wearing fabric. It wasn't actively bought on that basis. So yes, to answer your question, I already had the cord.
Has Lance talked to you guys about his new waterproof trousers?
Yes, the waxed trousers.
Yes, the waxed trousers.
Yes,
he did. And when we're in the woods, he did just wee in them, and to show me that they would not come out.
To prove it, the water wouldn't come out, let alone.
It just ran straight down his leg.
Yeah.
Is it still happening?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm just used to it now. Just ploughing on professionally as ever.
Enjoy it.
Don't mention it, all right? Because it makes me think of it and I laugh. So don't.
So yeah, basically, I've also been making for the riot shield. I bought some bike lights, and then I've attached some. Yeah, basically.
Warning! There was a riot shield here.
Yeah.
So these were the brightest bike lights that I could find.
So he doesn't get run over.
Yeah, whilst riding his bike with his riot shield on it.
Don't take the mickey. It's because I wanted to put some lights on the riot shield, and riot shield lights are really friggin' expensive. That's not even a riot shield; it's a ballistic.
I didn't even know that they were a thing. Riot shield lights.
Yeah. So you can buy. You can buy.
Essentially, they're just lights, though, aren't they? That just go on a riot shield.
Just lights. Yeah,
but they're more expensive because they're specifically for a riot shield.
Yeah. Oh.
So I've made these. I made some little mesh covers for them as well. Used a Sugru to line the outside of the mesh because it was starting to scratch absolutely everything. So
are they the off-road ones, or are they bike? Are they like cycle bike ones? Because if you go for the off-road,
these are cycle bike lights. These are literally. It's designed. It's got a little bar underneath. You can't really see it on there, but there's a little bar that runs underneath. The clamp was meant to have an O ring on there that attaches onto the bike. I cut all that down and ended up using epoxy to basically attach it to the C clamps. Bought some little tight.
Mike, when do you have time to do any of this shit?
Well,
he likes to
it's
tinker.
either that or just sit there crying in the corner. So
might as well make something and cry.
Yeah.
I just don't know if you have time.
Yeah. So I've got two of those, one for either side. So
are you going to paint them blue and red?
No, I'm not painting them blue and red because it took me long enough to get them to do that.
Please buy a policeman's hat.
What?
Please buy an old one though, not like a current one.
Maybe Maybe we should just get him like policeman's outfit from like the YMCA thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's fine.
Grow the tash out.
You look sexy in that.
Yeah. I've had a bad week. I haven't looked after myself. This is one of the reasons I wasn't on last week.
You need to
I like you with a bit of growth. It's nice.
Event. You need to have the tash out for the event.
Yeah, very small one,
Yeah,
just underneath
definitely.
each nostril.
Yeah, but flared a little bit.
I did work out I can put a little blue and red filter between the mesh and the light, by the way, Andy, because I know that you were interested about making some police lights. So
I want police lights.
Yeah,
there you
man. Nicely done. I like it.
Hello, mate.
go. Yeah.
I haven't made anything this week, apart from a mess. That's all I've made.
Yeah.
And no one wants to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Anything from you,
I thought
Kenny? Any
you-
news, purchases, exciting things going on?
No,
Not particularly.
did we-
We're going to go to Germany at the end of the month to IWA, which is I always like to go.
Oh, do you want to apologise in
I
advance to that, Kenny, on
booked
my
that.
behalf?
Yeah, I did. I did kind of Lance. So I kind of got Lance around the other day. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, you might have to cover me at the warehouse. And he walked into the warehouse and it's a fucking tip. Because he was like, I'm not fucking working in here.
The punished one is running
Yeah.
Empire Airsoft for a week.
Yeah,
Yeah, baby.
So I'm just kind of going to run. I don't know.
Hit me up.
Oh, should we do a
I did,
NoFo
but-
takeover?
Yeah, NoFo takes over Empire.
Yeah, no.
But
Yeah,
I'm
Bell-
just
Bell
concerned
would love
I'm gonna
that.
come back to, I'm going to come back to no stock, and he's like, "Yeah, well, I just gave stuff, man. It's fun."
Yeah.
Just all for the love.
Yeah,
the love of the
sport.
One
So,
lucky
yeah.
purchaser in that
Kenny
week
come in and
lined
just
up
be a
with
line of
top.
cars going out of his going out the yard. Kenny, you rule. Thanks.
So yeah, I mean, it's probably a fucking awful idea, but yes, Lance may well
be fine.
taking over for 4 to 5 days. That's about it, really. We've got some real exciting news, but I can't really tell Gem Pop about it yet because it's not really finalised. But expanding Empire, that's the plan. So I'm doing that. That's why I'm doing a big trip and doing some bits overseas, which is cool. Take from that what you would like. But yeah, excited.
Very nice
Pretty
too.
good. That's what I've been doing. I've been busy just trying to sort that out, really. But yeah, that's it. And actually hit up. You get loads of people. You get loads of people like message you and ask you if you're going to IWA, like other companies and like people you work for, suppliers and stuff, work with. And one person I'd really like to see is what's his, is the dude from Vortex.
What,
Oh,
Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he just he really made my time last year because it was pretty.
May I be
crap last
excused
year,
for 2 seconds?
He shit himself. He shit
Yeah,
himself.
What's he doing?
I think he has actually shit his pants. Yeah, and I bumped into him last year, and he's just so funny. We had such a good crack, you know. So hopefully I'll meet up with him.
Yeah.
Chris
Chris
do
is
you know
great
Lawrence? Do you know Lawrence who runs SOCOM Tactical?
No, I never met him.
Oh, yeah, he's a real decent guy as well. I do look like I buy a fair bit of stuff from him. They buy a bit of stuff from me, and so I'm looking forward to meeting up and stuff, have some dinner and some beers, and that's it'd be good. That is it.
It's all
Most
about the
exciting
beers,
part of
mate.
my life. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Networking on a professional level involves beers
Yeah.
and French martinis.
Right, right. Yeah, Germany's like weird. You know what is? I don't realize it's a bit frustrating because if you're into guns, it's amazing because there's obviously every gun there, you know. But a few years ago, before lockdown, it was so much better because everyone was there, and I'm not sure whether they pissed a few people off, and a lot of companies have pulled out now. So it's a lot. It's quite a bit smaller, but the airsoft is just tiny. You know, it is really small. So yeah, you can like blitz around that, you know, in no time. So hopefully, I mean, like Wolverine are having a stand there this time and stuff like that. So hopefully, you know, the airsoft will grow. Oh yeah, Lance, that's where he's gone. Lance was stealing things from the warehouse. Already.
Yeah, boy. Got a little thing to have a look at, courtesy of Dan, Sniper Mechanic. Oh, look at that! It's fucking gorgeous.
I want one to try on mine. Can I have one
That,
of these?
I mean, I'm not being
Yeah.
funny. I am not being
It's
funny,
really
but that
jealous.
my bloody lighting's terrible this evening. But that is SOTD. Kenny knows what I'm on about. Exactly. Just flawless.
I
It
I
is.
need one of those on my rattler. Yeah, I'll
It's
make
just.
one.
it's the best looking suppressor I've not tried it yet, so I can't comment on sort of functionality and stuff. But it's just it's obviously full
It's
metal, but
nice.
it's the way it's been coated. It almost feels like there's like a rubber texture to it, but it's not. It's really odd,
Yeah.
but it's
It's
got honeycombing around it.
Because the black version feels like the original hex, and it's really smooth. But this FDE one is like it's got a weird nice texture to it. Mike
excited for
looks
that.
really jealous. Oh, okay, Mike. Don't worry, I'll get you boys one as well. Okay.
I am very excited.
Yeah.
I will
Look at
give you. I'll give you pleasures in the woods.
Oh, lovely. Okay, it's a fair deal. Mike, what are you offering? Mike, what are your offerings?
Whatever, mate.
That rage is
I'll also
from
give you pleasures
Empire
in the woods.
Airsoft Sniper Mechanics' new hex suppressor. Gorgeously
So
made,
basically, so
gorgeously machined.
we-
Love it.
We got the smaller, the original hex, and it just sells like mad. But we got a lot of emails of people saying, "Oh, is there going to be a bigger one? There's one with a bit more girth. It's a bit pencil dick." So just looked up and designed a new one. And yeah, then they tried the FDE as well. So we wanted to try and expand. You know, we're not going to go mad and start doing pink ones, but yeah. So got FDE as well.
No, to do that. What is
Oh,
that
yeah,
colour,
it's
Ken? It's not a dark earth, is it? It's not a dark earth. It's not a coyote tan.
Well,
Is that a specific colour?
Yeah, I don't know that.
It's nice. I love it, whatever it is, because you get a lot of
It's
of like
Empire
hex.
green.
No, I tried to match it up.
Green?
Like,
It's not green.
Oh, I was looking green on
Yeah,
my
yeah, we
screen.
tried to match it with like the Mark 18 rail on like a TM MWS, you know.
Mhm.
We're trying to look around. There's so many different like variants of FDE. We're just trying to find one that obviously looked good, and we had some samples of something that didn't look good. So,
It's just beautifully machined. It's just really nice.
yeah, it's solid. It's a solid piece. It's cool.
I love it. I love it.
Nice.
I'm
That'll
just
be,
gonna I'm just going to steal Lancers.
And you know
No.
what? And you know what? They are effective. Yeah, they are effective. The original hex is really effective for sound suppression. So yeah, it will work.
Awesome.
It's good.
Well, there's a
wait.
little segue
Yeah.
that works quite well. Defiant Events said, received my order from Empire yesterday. Great fast service. Thanks. Defiant
thanks, mate.
Events, a little bit of news from them. They've obviously secured Longmore for a vast
Yes.
amount of the years, it would appear. So,
Congratulations.
Time.
congratulations.
There was
There we go.
lots of pleasures in the woods for that, I'm sure.
Many,
Yeah.
many.
That's wicked.
Oh,
I know
James
a lot of
Howard.
people.
Yeah, I hear James's knees are sore.
Absolutely. Right, and rightly so. Rightly so. It's worth it.
Yeah,
The mustache will never be the same colour
He did
again.
it. He did it for the. He did it for the community.
Yeah. And why?
Yeah.
Because Milsom.
Yeah, and that is like the Mecca, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Man.
So Longmore is almost like the ancestral home of a lot of airsofters because I think it holds a. It's just because it sounds really bad because I mean ultimately it's a training centre for the actual army and we're not proper soldiers in any way. Like
We're
we
not?
run around the woods
No.
playing. No, we run around the woods playing toy guns. But
Mike's got it
I
into
think
his head that
Longmore holds-
airsoft isn't real. Where he got that from?
Longmore holds definitely
Weirdo.
a special place for a lot of people in terms of events and stuff like that because it does have that gravitas. It's got a lot of history with it. There's a lot of stuff going on there. It's obviously built for the sole purpose of actual, combat training and stuff like that. So yeah, it's cool.
It is fucking cool.
I do like
When I
Longmore.
went- When I went there, and it was like
Real fake army.
when I went there.
Yeah, absolutely, Tony. Nice one.
Yeah. Back of his throat still hurts. Thank
Oh.
you for taking
proud
one
of
for the
you.
team. Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, Danny and I were cheese brothers at Longmore.
Good step, go. Oh, Dan's
I
coming.
also
It's
have
not a
another little
mechanic.
bit.
Just quickly,
I have
Mike.
another little
sorry.
bit of news. Oh, sorry, go on.
Go on. No, yeah, just
Okay.
sort of say Dan's comment there. I wanted to make something more akin to the size and weight of a Surefire can. It's one of the main FDE colours used by RS manufacturers, but every brand, such as Maple, have their own shade of FDE. It's very,
He
very
explains
impressive,
it, He
mate.
explains it better than me.
Very, very
Very
impressive,
nice.
sir.
I'm,
nicely done, mate.
I'm his terrible PR guy. Come on.
Yeah. It's round and it goes
Yes,
on the
yeah.
end of the boomstick.
Yeah. He has to come on and just be like, "Don't listen to that fucking idiot." This is why he designs things and I sell things. So simple.
That's fair.
Yeah.
No, he's the
I've
simple
got
one.
a little bit. I've got a little bit of news that I'm very excited about. So one of the
How
listeners,
excited?
On a scale of
super
1 to
excited.
10.
Out of 10.
One-
Like 11, proper
No
11.
way.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah. So one of
Fuck,
the
I'm gonna have to
listeners,
listen.
Broadsword on Instagram, has been helping me over the last week find my black Osprey plate carrier that is the missing piece of my
Oh,
collection.
yes.
They went so much to the effect of also helping to sort of try and secure a price on the really, because there's one on there that's been on there for like 150, 140 quid for ages. And he managed to somehow get like a discount for that. But then there was another one that popped up and I've managed to secure it for 50 quid and I'm so excited.
And that.
You've
So-
actually got it.
Yeah.
I've actually, it's not, so it's in hand, i.e. it's in the post. So assuming that I haven't been scammed in
Is it-
any way.
It's in the post.
So
Yeah.
let's do a.
Oh, thanks, Andy.
Fanfare.
Ah! I was playing them all then.
Yeah, I'm very chuffed with that because I've been.
So that's
been
the
looking
collection
forward to it.
complete, yes?
Bit
As
disappointed.
far as I'm
that
aware,
didn't
if
get a
people
fanfare.
stop sending me pictures of Osprey vests, that I go, oh, I don't know if I've got that one or not.
Oh, yeah.
Have you
need
got
to
the
lay them all
Coyote
out
Town
and take
one?
a photo.
Yes,
Desert?
I do. I have desert. I have the OD
you got the-
tan.
have you got the
OD,
Arctic
I've got
one?
tan. There isn't an Arctic one. I've checked that
There-
one.
I think you need to look again, sir.
Is there?
Lance, don't
Oh
read
no!
There isn't really.
Or
It's just the black one,
or the
spray
Para
painted.
special one that I showed you.
Yeah, so I think I've got the Para one. I need to double check the collection because I can't remember exactly what I've got, but I've definitely got that configuration in blue.
That's not Para though, is it? How many civvies do you know get launched out of a plane with body armor?
I was
My
gonna say,
mother-in-law did it for
people
charity.
skydive consistently, Andy.
But not with body armor on. But not with body armor on. Let's do it for fun, wearing full
Civ
body
armor.
Yes, civ armor.
Just makes you heavier. You hit the ground harder. That's all it does.
Yeah.
Solid.
Right, I think unless anyone's got any more
Is
news.
that the end of the pissing news?
Pew, 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 pew.
Fuck that.
So we're going to talk about Op Phoenix first. So if there are any questions on Matt Atkinson, no, Matt, don't check for me. Just stop trying to get
Yes,
me
Matt,
back.
yes, Matt, find it. If not, Photoshop
find
the shit
some
out of a
weird-
desert
yeah.
one and make it white. Just overexpose it or something so it looks white.
Find some really obscure ones, like an orange one or something.
Yeah. A Bollywood one. This is what he needs next.
Every time you open a pouch, he just plays Bollywood music.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Just looks like there's just the colours of it look like the inside of a Bali taxi.
We're going to be talking about Op Phoenix for a little bit. So if anyone has any questions, Kenny, do you want to talk about from the start of kind of a bit of a sales pitch for Op Phoenix in terms of... Yeah, go for it. And then we can always put in some stuff as well.
I try my best. So you guys have obviously Mike's come up with a storyline, along with Lance. Something's going on. I'm not liking this.
It's this
Demon voice. Have you been possessed?
I just feel like I'm a fucking there's loads of people are going to jump out and I want a show, you know. And everyone's going to go. "Ah." I feel like you're laughing at me. I feel like I'm being bullied.
When you watch it
I'm
back,
laughing at you, mate. I'm laughing
No,
at
when
the.
you watch it back, for some reason the audio is just randomly going Bob.
So
Bob.
yeah, so obviously the first two events that we did were just really like niche snipery stuff, which went quite well, you know. But we wanted to open it up a little bit more to more than like 12 players. And you can, me and Lance walk around the woods quite a lot, and we come up with a bit of a storyline and some ideas. And then he was like, "Fuck, Mike has come up with this idea, and it's kind of exactly like what we've been speaking about, but actually with a lot more in depth." Because obviously we're just like, yeah, we'll get some people there and the people there and just shoot each other in the ears. But you've come up with a real proper storyline and some characters. And as you said, I think it can continue. You know, might be able to take it some other places. Hopefully, yeah, I think it's going to go. I think it's going to go well. And added some other cool things in, which even like down to medic rules and stuff, adapting from obviously other events that we've all played in. Just trying to make like a decent meal sim that we would enjoy going to ourselves. You know.
That's cool, man.
It's going to be good. Yeah, it's the same spot where we did the sniper events. It's basically untouched woodland. We're coming in from some real cool infield positions. I don't know. It's hard. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to give away anything. Because you know what I mean.
No, that's cool.
Because
I
we've
can
kept
give a
it
bit of
like
a
quite
summary of the brief
quiet
in a
of
second.
what to do. But yeah, obviously you want you to run down of what we can say, because I've been trying to do a media for it, and even then I'm trying to say to like the guy who does the media, I'm like, I don't know what we're allowed to say because Mike might smack my bottom.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, it's going to be you do it, you say, because I don't want to say too much.
No, that's cool. So
Kenny's making dubstep apparently.
Yeah, we've got a few.
Kenny's making dubstep. Kenny sounds like a frog. Kenny sounds like Rick from Rick and Morty. I love the sound. We need to. Can we clip it and have it as
I am debating gonna have it as a little thing that we can just randomly throughout the next show just go. So the general storyline of Operation Phoenix is that in 2012 the world was consumed by a modified Lissa virus, which a bit of research is basically a form of rabies, and 10% of the population proved to have natural immunity. It's not COVID, and it's specifically not COVID, because personally I don't think COVID is something that we should be making light of yet. I think it's still a bit too raw for some people. It's obviously still a big problem. So this is the disease is not
essential.
It's the same as like Contagion, the film, or anything like that. It's just a storyline. It's not based off COVID. But anyway, so there was 10% of the population were originally immune. The disease has a constant mutative strain, which means it leads into later outbreaks to the previously immune population. And medical research struggled to identify suitable solutions to this virulent MBV1. Which meant that large populations were wiped out in a quite short period. What happened is ultimately emergency services struggled. The law and order broke down. Central government decided, in their infinite wisdom, right, let's just fuck off the rest of the country. We can't cope with that, and they built a series of perimeter walls using the M25 as a kind of a rough guideline. So they've fortified the M25, and then everything within is now pretty much what's left of the UK, with whatever population that they had left. And they have been living there for, say, the last 15 years. And they've now decided that they're gonna work together. The new unified British government, UBG, they've arisen through power. They've kind of pulled enough political strength together, and they've decided, as the new government, that they're going to expand out and reunify the UK. So they've already made moves and taken over parts of Kent. And they're now moving. Operation Phoenix is the plan to basically take over sort of the south coast, sort of towards Southampton, the naval shipyards of Portsmouth, and then sort of there's a diagonal line up to the M25 London border. That's phase one. Now, obviously, there are population that hasn't died.
There it is.
There are survivors, and it's been well known that there are survivors out there, because it's been seen from the walls of the M25 perimeter ring. The smoke plumes have been seen on the horizon, so they definitely know that there's survivors out there. So Operation Phoenix is broken into a couple of different phases. The first phase, which is what this story is foretelling, is the expansion of recon or recce units, basically working their way out to pave the way for larger forces in the future. So the idea is that it's kind of a reconnaissance-based event. So Blue 4 units will be working their way out, setting up, if they find anything, basically establishing opportunities for overwatch, observing, kind of getting an idea of the lie of the land, what's going on, and then they're going to have to potentially enact on the information that they obtain to secure various objectives or undertake taskings, depending on what the outcome of what they could see. So on the basis that we are selling this as an airsoft event, I think we can all agree that there's going to be some element of Op4 in the woods that UBG are going to be attacking at some point, potentially.
And vice versa.
It's an airsoft event, and we can't get around that. I'm not going to go too much into what the Op4 are, because that is going to ruin it for the UBG players.
And if you want to be Op4, book on and you'll find out.
Can I say?
Basically.
Yeah, I could have said loads more because I thought we were just keeping strum. But
no. There's the general storyline.
Okay.
Yeah, the storyline's out there for all to see, isn't it? So
yeah.
That's all right.
So there's a full storyline. I spent probably more time than I should writing quite a descriptive introduction. There's a whole load of AI-generated images and stuff as well that kind of accompany it to try and give that kind of sense of story. So it's all on the Empire website. So if you have a spare 20 minutes, if you want to go and have a read. But the idea is that there are, this population out there in the woods, which are, I think we're booked under Op4. Yeah, so they're just being booked under Op4. There is a whole storyline with Op4 as well, which when you're on Op4, you will find out, and we will do a debrief to kind of explain that after the show, after the event, to kind of talk it through. We do have also an element of civilian population as well, sort of trying to flesh out the factions a little bit. So we have 6 Civ Pop spaces, and we already have 4 of those tickets sold. So if anyone would like to be on Civ Pop and you think that it might be something that you're interested in, if you have a chat with one of us, and then probably end up having a chat with me. But basically, there's a Civ Pop role. It's a slightly cheaper ticket because you're not going to be actively participating in the 2 factions. So there won't be as much airsoft involved with it or anything like that. But there are still opportunities for you out there.
You still get your gun on at some point.
Yeah. So if you've got a broken arm or something and you can't play around with a weapon, maybe you could still come along with people with broken arms, with plates and stuff in, maybe.
Yeah. It's fine. More realism.
Yeah.
We're gonna have 6 cripples, aren't we? It's gonna look like a fucking zombie game.
So Ray says he's making a division.
Sorry. Can I just say that Empire has no negative feelings towards cripples or zombies? So, I don't want any zombies emailing.
I love it. You say all zombies.
You're
zombies out there.
You wanker, and, we're cool with everyone. All right.
Ray says you're making a Division Milsim storyline. It's not a dig at the Division. It was awesome. So I played a lot of Division. I really enjoyed that. There's a couple of genres that I've kind of tried to roll into this.
Is that Tom Clancy?
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
Oh, that's the game I was playing not too long ago. Yeah, I enjoy that. Yeah.
So games like what's the zombie one where not Left 4 Dead. There is Left 4 Dead as well.
I
can't remember.
The last.
No, it's like a base building game. I can't remember, but there's a variety of games that I play personally.
H1Z1
fit into this. H1Z1. There's still films like Doomsday,
Daisy, yeah,
those sort of films as well that kind of fed into the storyline a little bit. So it's kind of along those lines. What we're trying to do, and it's something that the 4 of us have all weirdly had individual chats and then group chats about previously, in that we're trying to kind of, I guess, come up with like a slightly different storyline. Quite often it's either a lot of the Milsim events are blue on blue, or if you did a 48-hour event, would it be long division?
Boom, like James. Have another biscuit, sir.
I feel that needs a.
Is there hardcover for sleeping Blue 4 Op 4? Definitely a no for Blue 4, and I wouldn't even class it as a yes for Op 4 either. No,
so it's all camping out in woods, basically. So Blue 4 needs to be able to move from dynamic locations, and Op 4 is static location. But it is static in so much that it's still tents or bashers or...
Yeah, once you're set up, you're not going to move it, basically.
Yeah, but that kind of covers... Can I just quickly do these questions before I forget? So, at some point, do we need to put on a sleeping bag and tents? Because they've never done a Milsim before. I'm not sure how many of them, maybe a few. It would be. It's not a huge milsim, so it's probably a good one to jump in on. And I mean, depending on what their player styles look like, if they want more, like, I think the blue 4 is going to be a lot more hardcore. So if they want it less hardcore, then go on OPT4. But yeah, you'd need to bring your own sleeping bag and tent.
Yeah,
in terms of food.
If it's your first event sort of thing for kit wise, if you're unsure of your setup and that, and you just want to bring like a normal civvy tent and stuff like that, then yeah, but probably OPT4 is a bit more your bag because you can afford to bring a little bit more kit,
and also if anyone, if they are listening, because I said to come and watch the show, drop the guys at NoFo a message, because with regards to the kit, like, they know their shit, you know, like you've done loads of content on it already, of what's recommended to bring, and they know the site, they know the whole how the event hopefully going to pan out. So because obviously they are in terms of food, obviously what would they need to take? You've got to cook it out in the field. Would you recommend compasses, maps, and things as well?
Say again, mate. Sorry.
Would you recommend compasses and maps?
I'd certainly. Well, we'll supply maps of the
chat.
Yeah, exactly.
Always bring a compass.
Yeah, we're gonna
always bring a compass. You have one on you now. I mean, we will supply maps of the site.
Mike's always bring compass and string.
Can we build a survivor camp? Can we build a survivor camp? Yeah, if you wanted to do that and rough it for a night, you could, but obviously that would have to be returned to its natural state before you leave the site, and obviously no trees or anything are to be cut or manipulated in any way. It can only be used, like, you can only use sort of dead standing or stuff that's laying on the ground already. But yeah, that's fine. But obviously that will have to be returned to its how it looked before you built whatever it is you're going to build. If you're going to build a little wigwam or lean-to or something like that, then that's fine. A couple of big trees have come down, so there's some big root systems on display, which you can easily turn into a lovely little cozy shelter if you put your mind to it. Got my eye on one myself. Happy days.
just going back in terms of the factions and everything like that. So the UBG forces, say it's more of a because you're going to be in dynamic locations and you need to be able to keep yourself squared away, because the premise is that you don't want to be seen. So whilst I wouldn't dissuade people that have never been on a milsim from ever, you do what you want to do. You jump in at the deep end or jump in at the shallow end. I don't care. The UBG stuff is probably more deep end if you've never done a milsim before. And it's not to say you can't do it, but just bear in mind it's going to be a lot more static, at least initially. So you need to making sure you keep yourself warm, fed, waters, etc. Probably best if you've never done an event before to do the OPT4 stuff. There'll be a lot more opportunities for you to mingle. And
yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's going to be a bit more family, won't it?
Yeah, learn the ropes.
But
so
those
are kind of the two factions.
I know the guys a lot of the guys who already booked onto OPT4 are like a cool, decent, chilled guys who have done milsims in a chilled manner. Not.
Yeah, if you're definitely a single player wanting to book onto it, don't be afraid of booking on because you don't know anyone. Absolutely,
have a wicked
because the guys that are currently on OPT4 are absolute bangers. They will literally look after you like they've known you for years. So do not fret whatsoever regarding that. Same for UBG as well. Same for the Blue 4 teams. Anyone who comes along they'll be well looked after. But just be mindful of the kit requirements for the UBG stuff. It's a lot more compact. You need to be able to move quickly, as in like breaking down wherever it is you've set up and go. So it's not going to be a case of having like popping up a tent or putting poles away and stuff like that. You've literally got to just cram it all into your burger and go. So just bear that in mind. So.
But yeah, we're going to obviously be making some WhatsApp groups for each faction.
Yes, that will be launched probably end of this week. I think we're doing that, aren't we?
Yeah, very soon. And we didn't want to do it too early because we didn't want just to get.
Well, I'll hold my hand up. I get pissed off with them. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
When they're 6 months before an event, I just get, by the end of it, I'm fucking annoyed and just want to leave.
So the event's at the end of March. The event's at the end of March. So we're still going to have like a month and a half of WhatsApp group.
Exactly.
So you're going to have loads of bags of time to ask questions. You got all the right kit and whatnot. Do you know what I was thinking earlier? I know it's probably stupid, but
probably
my mate's a pilot, and I thought, wouldn't it be fucking cool if I could get him to do some sort of like airdrop? And I thought, is that even legal over Gatwick?
I don't know if that's legal or not.
Yeah.
Could just say it fell out of the plane.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Milson are killed by
and
falling
then
back.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And then I thought insurance probably won't cover that. And then secondly, I was like, I don't know how good of a pilot he is because he's crashed twice. So. So I was like, do we want him crashing into the field? So yeah,
We have expelled. How did you expel Kenny's demon?
Yeah. Andy, big shout out to Andy. Andy somehow managed to get rid of.
How did you fix it?
Thing going on, so.
I went into his settings and changed and played with him.
you filthy bitch.
And you didn't even know it. See, that's how
didn't even
Milson
know.
we are. You didn't even know he was there.
Yeah, I didn't even know you were inside.
That is true Milson. I didn't even know he was in me.
Yeah.
Imagine if
Um,
Andy
You wait
turned
until
up
I'm
at his
wearing
door,
camo.
and he's like,
Yeah.
"You were inside of Kenny."
You're my wife now, Kenny.
And that's how you get a hex suppressor.
That, kids, is how that's done.
Harry says, "How does one apply for a Civ Pop ticket?" Just pop us a message, dude. I can have a chat.
Message
about
Mike.
that. The Civ Pop tickets are £15. We haven't actually
Cheap as chips.
booked everyone who's Civ Pop on yet, but we've got them allocated, so we kind of know roughly who they are.
Yeah, man.
Quite interestingly, actually, the Civ Pop elements are mostly people that haven't done mil sims at all, and that was done intentionally with the premise of, because I think we always find it a little bit challenging in terms of trying to make sure that any event caters to everybody. I know sort of Defiant are really good in terms of placing people on sort of certain teams and stuff like that with people as well. So, just I know that they're in the chat. I'm not just purposely kind of like rubbing my nose in their arses, but we wanted to try and
Really?
we wanted to really try and incorporate the fact that anyone could do this event. So because we've obviously got the UBG stuff, which is possibly a little bit harder, the Civ Pop is a little bit easier. So you've got the premise that if you've never done an event at all before, maybe the Civ Pop's there, and it may be something that we roll forward in the future, depending on how that works out. If we do another one of these, so
Yeah. Was a question further up. I think it was Les. How many tickets are left? I don't think there's many, especially from the UBG point of view. I think there could be
UBG 's
2 or
nearly-
3.
There's
If that.
few on UBG. We don't really want to say because we didn't want to give too much away.
No. So once it's sold out, it's sold
what the
out. You won't know
forces-
how many.
Yeah, what the forces are going to.
How many people are
And-
booked on,
and
which is intentional.
You're not going to. Yeah, you're not going to turn up and see the other team. So that's kind of the whole point.
Yeah, that's another part of
Have
it as well.
different
Um,
entrances.
So Blue 4 will be arriving at the site at a completely different location to Op 4 and the Civ Pop. So you won't see each other. You won't see each other for briefings. You won't be high-fiving at the start or unloading your cars. You will not see each other. And that's
And
which
yeah,
I think is fucking
and
awesome.
each team won't know how many players are out there.
This is it. Which is excite. Excite.
It's so hard because I'm like, I know I always end up just like going, just telling all the information. Like,
Oh, no. Shit.
Harry says, "Are the Civ Pops the NPCs, or is there a story NPC element at all?" So, no, the Civ Pop will be acting independently as much as their own faction. But I would read the Civ Pop as an element of DS team, so that if we need something to happen,
Yeah.
then we can kind of give a prompt there. But they are the unknown element of the event, so they are.
So you won't have
if you're
taskings
booking on,
as such.
no,
You're not going to have a tasking list, but you may be given something to do to help the
Yeah.
factions go.
You'll have a picture painted
Steer the
for you
game
as
a
to
little
why
bit,
you're
yeah.
there and what you are doing and what your intentions are. And then throughout the day, you'll be sort of trickle charged with a few bits and bobs to keep yourselves occupied. And
one little tip, that it's a dynamic event, so bear in mind how you treat other players at the event. And I don't mean that in terms of don't be a dick and stuff like that. I mean in terms of within the faction role play and stuff
yeah,
like
or
that.
who you come across or who comes across you.
Yeah.
Bear that in mind,
That
that
will
you are a
affect- that will
survivor
affect the
in an
game.
area that's not got many survivors in it, and Scratch
You
my
might
back,
want
I'll
help.
scratch yours. Things, just bear that in mind. Don't just go passion. Let's eat them.
Yeah.
Doesn't work like that. You are still civilized.
Nom, 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 nom.
It's good. I'm excited. Well, this is obviously this event is the obviously there is a prequel event to this event that which we can hopefully do in the future, which we have sort of fantasized about for a long time. But that's further down the line. But to get this one sort of off and running is going to be pucker. I'm looking forward to it.
It is going to be good. We've got a bit of work to do first, though, haven't we? I thought about it earlier.
I've got some building to do, which I'm looking forward to.
We
I'm
have
actually
some
genuinely looking
building
forward
to
to
do.
that. We've got some buildings to do.
Yeah.
Have you ordered those 4 things I asked you to look at?
No, I'm going to order everything with you, so we don't. But they are cool.
I can't wait to do that. I can't wait for someone to find that either. If they find them, they might not find them.
If they do.
If they do, I hope they shit their pants.
One aspect that I had a question on in terms of loadouts and stuff like that. So we've actually been fairly loose with the loadouts. So this is not going to be, for example, Blue 4 wearing MTP, Op 4 wearing anything else. The
Mike plays Op 4 loads.
Yeah.
Op 4 wearing Op 4
Whatever
Stuff.
Yeah, up for
But
stuff.
Op 4 type regalia.
Yeah. So basically, the kind of general aesthetic of the sort of populace is everyone's wearing ponchos because they are easy to kind of dispel and keep clean and kind of hose down from the premise of, ultimately they're effectively wearing PPE to stop themselves from getting diseases and stuff. And shmars, whatever we're calling them, shimags, head covers, shamars. So people are using those as sort of face protection, stuff like that. Masks. There's an element of NBC in the game, so nuclear, biological, chemical risk. So we've got masks and gloves that we're asking people to bring as well. So
a little tip for UBG: make sure you've got a nose and mouth covering mask, whether it's a spraying mask or painter's mask. I'm not expecting you to go out and get a GSR, but it's something something modified. You haven't got to have the cans on it, but as long as you've got it, that if you did need to put a mask on, you could do that. That is a requirement. But you'll be told that in the WhatsApp groups, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. In terms of the actual clothing and everything like that, so the premise is, again, UBG forces. They've been recruited from the survivors that they've got within the compound area of the M25. They've been fitted out with whatever the government could find in all the surplus stores and military bases and stuff that they've got within that area. So it's going to be a mixture of camouflages and bits and pieces like that. Weaponry is pretty much the same as well. Whilst there might be some up-to-date stuff, it wouldn't be the end of the world if you wanted to rock up with something a little bit older. Try to avoid flintlocks and stuff like that because it's just too far out the realm of the game. And don't go too far the other way and start bringing like Star Wars blasters and things like that. But, within the realistic realms of that, outside the wall, obviously, you can pretty much have access to anything that you would have theoretical access to on the basis that the complete society has collapsed. So we will have civilians wearing probably a mixture of camouflage kit. They've raided a surplus store, found a nice pair of trousers they want to wear. Fine. If that's camouflage, it's not a problem. Mixture of civilian kit as well, so plain colours and stuff like that.
Absolutely. This is where PID in your targets is essential. Knowing who's on your team, and that's it. It is.
And I think that will work because the UBG force should really know who is on their team and where their team are.
Yeah.
Well, if they're in a team of 4 and the other 3 are laying next to them, there's a good chance that the person they're looking at is not on their team.
Yeah.
This is when you all see him going, what?
And obviously having a good idea of where their other team is, other recce teams or team is, would also help immensely.
Pegasus asks, can you bring an airsoft boat? I see no reason why not, to be fair, on this event.
Yes.
Pegasus, I need to ask you about this because I have a very good friend he buys everything. Anything that comes out, he does well for himself and he likes to buy everything. And he is begging for a bow.
There
And
is
he's
one. I
still-
can't remember who. Yeah,
So
there
if
is an
anyone
airsoft
knows of
boat.
one that's got one for sale, an airsoft bow, he wants one and
I think they're quite hard to get hold of, aren't they?
Yeah, but he is like tasked me with it. And I'm like, I said, I can't fucking get one. He goes, fucking make one. I was like, I can't design anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We should leave that in the
Anyone who's
capable
a
hands of our
sale.
in-house engineer, Mr. Harry Badger. Harry Badger,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to get the
airsoft
token.
bow, please.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
There you
there's
go.
there. He's,
Kenny
I
is
think
gonna
he's still
use
out
one
of
of his
tokens as well.
Harry tokens or Badger tokens.
Yeah, Danny makes a point. He's only got one hand. How's he going to use a bow?
Yeah, he's like
They'll have a loader with him.
So yeah, the idea ultimately is that, you know, if you're a Civ Pop or Op 4 or, you know, any kind of survivor, then you're likely to have had access to any breakdown weaponry that you may have had anyway, as well as pretty much any ultra modern kit as well. Because if you've gone across, you know, and stumbled across a military base or some sort of, you know, quartermaster storeroom and found a plush set of MVG and stuff like that, you're going to be taking that. You aren't going to be leaving that there. So, yeah. There you go. That's pretty much the loadouts. There will be some more imagery and stuff. I've got a mood board for thoughts and bits and pieces. It gives people a bit of flexibility as to what they want to do.
I am waiting though, Mike. I have been waiting. All the images you've been sending over the AI images, I've waited for you just to sneak in a couple with your face on the bodies, and I thought that would be. And I was really looking earlier, going, "Nah, it's not Mike," and I was a bit disappointed.
Leave it with us.
Oh, I'll work on that for you.
We'll get on it.
Don't worry.
We'll
Don't
get
worry.
on it.
Thank you.
Leave it with us. Leave it with us.
Harry says, Airsoft bow, Fossil Works, Shrike, been out of stock for ages.
Yeah, I know.
They did say it was only going to be a limited run, though, didn't they? When it first got released.
Oh, the Badger, but the Badger's got tokens back in stock, but the bow is the bottom of the list. Ah, that's disappointing.
Ah.
I'm still yet to put together those parts I got from you, Harry. I do apologise. I've not done any. My state of my loft is awful. I've really got to do some work on that this week. I'm off this weekend. I'm not working, so I'm going to have a day of me doing things in here.
Yeah.
I am excited for that.
A bit of Lance time.
Yes, I've got to do a Sunday morning. I think Sunday morning till early lunchtime. Then I'm going to watch some football, and then I'm going to relax the rest of the day, and then watch the Super Bowl in the evening. So I'm looking forward to that.
Very good.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Is there anything else we need to cover on the event side? I mean, ticket
just a
wise,
few questions
if anyone
quickly.
does want to buy them, grab them from Empire website, because we haven't got a professional standalone ticket site or anything. It's just on the Empire Airsoft website.
And go to events, and it will be there.
Yep.
La la.
You can even go to empireairsoft.co.uk/Operation-Phoenix.
Operation Dash Phoenix.
Oh.
Yeah.
What were the questions, Mark?
Yeah, there was a couple of little questions that came in. So, Pony Tony, could some coke buy people silence or favours?
No.
If you want to bribe people, then yeah. I mean, if it works with
Coke. But as in,
Coke
It doesn't.
as in nose
I'm
bag.
assuming
Coke or
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I was
Coca-Cola.
going to say, guys, can we
Coke in
clarify
its liquid
those
form or
ones?
powder form.
Yeah.
It's both the same shit.
Let's just reiterate, just for
Right,
the
just put depends if it's
absolute,
liquid or powder. Read my mind.
just for the absolute surety, drugs are not allowed at the event.
Yeah, thank you.
No, unless they're medicated for your own personal use via your
Yeah.
doctor.
Will bottle caps be currency? There won't be. No. So this is not a
No
play on-
requirement for
No.
currency.
No.
Pony Tony, is there a kit that you can get for regular bows? Apparently, to convert them to airsoft bows.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'd love
I
to
saw
see that. Genuinely, that would be pretty cool at this event because you know you've got people out there that have been living off the land. They're hunting. They're doing stuff like that. So an airsoft bow would actually work quite
Can you
well.
not just fill a catapult up with BBs and just fire lots?
I don't know what the
did see,
FPS on that would be.
I did see
Have a
someone
cluster-
using a catapult
cluster
in some
effect.
YouTube
Yeah.
video the other day. Actually,
What, one of the
I saw
compound?
someone doing like CQB with a catapult. Yeah.
God, imagine coming around the corner and
Oh,
someone's like that.
What, yeah, with one of those
Wow.
compound bows. I
Fuck!
wouldn't want to put one of those kits on it and just take your head off, wouldn't it? 500 FPS.
Manual Moscar.
Nah.
Exactly, Tony. Exactly that, mate. Oh, that might have to be added to the kit. Just imagine just like a little Bart Simpson catapult just tucked in your vest.
Yeah.
Like to keep this for close encounters.
Last few questions. Oh, James says, "Love being Civ Pop. Only just bins the homeless begging signs."
Play.
Chris says, "WhatsApp groups. What did I miss? We will be setting the WhatsApp groups up imminently."
I feel like Chris is always like. 10
He's about 20
years
minutes behind. Yes.
Yeah.
Check your battery, Chris. Check your battery, son. Come on now. And Chris, I saw you put in something about running your S6 mask, mate. Only if the lenses have been upgraded to the polycarbonate, bud. Because those lenses in the S6 and the S10, they're not impact resistant, bud. Because I proved that because I shot the fuck out of my S10 mask and it all. Yeah. Well, to be fair, it didn't shatter the lenses, but it cracked them all the way around the outer edge. So to me, that's a no-go. So I changed them for polycarbonate lenses. No, they're not impact. The GSR mask's fine, but the S6 and the S10 lenses need to be upgraded. You can get upgrade kits from on eBay. You can get them like the red smokes. No, 30 quid for a set. So you can pop out your S6s, keep them wrapped up nice.
They do a cool orange one now, which I've
the orange one looks. I liked the smoked one, but it's got the red in it. 'Cause it's like the Resident Evil sort of type look. Yeah. I thought that looked quite naughty. I like that one.
I mean, just for the purposes, if anyone is concerned about the whole mask aspect, I think I did find one on eBay for like £8, which is just, it's the look of a respirator with some fancy looking filters. I bought one before and just literally cut all the crap out of it. So there was no filter or anything in there at all. And it meant that literally there's no impeded airflow or anything like that.
You can get just cut. If you've got a mask down there like that, you can just cut that bottom section out, and so you can still blow out the hot air and stuff like that, so it's not going to fog up. I do believe someone's going to have a few masks which would suit your needs available at the event for purchase.
To be fair, there's
nothing to do with Empire or NoFo. That's between you and the individual on the screen.
There's some good ones on Screwfix that you can pick up, which look good enough. There's a couple on there for like 20 quid. 20, 30 quid.
Right,
which look the nut.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. I've just got to go and get a phone charger.
No worries.
I'm going to mute him.
I'll mute him.
Hear him fart as he
what
walks
I will
on.
say as well is that for the event, because there'll be a variety of options in terms of how you want to dress, because we've been quite loose with the loadout. I'm going to throw it out there that we're going to offer a patch as well. Nothing major, but just a patch for the person that kind of builds the best little kind of persona with their character. So again, bear in mind that this is based in the UK.
Yep, so, this is a survival situation. It's not Mad Max. You haven't got to come dressed as a gimp or a rock star with a metal boomerang or anything like that. It's
there you go. Can you see that?
There you go.
20 quid. Oh, I actually think that looks pretty cool. Spray it with a bit of
spray her up, sunshine. Job's
spray
good.
Her up.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find the.
I'll tell you what, I might even get one of those myself.
It's a Stanley, and it's a Stanley, so it's got to be quality, like our cups.
Sorry, Lucas just said, right, now that he's gone, is there a height requirement for the event?
Well, luckily enough, Kenny's not attending, so yeah, we're all right. We're not taking part, should I say. Fair play.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, there's a variety of stuff out there.
Loads.
You don't need to go out and spend a load of money. I mean, there you go. Look, there's a £150 DeWalt medium full face. But with anything that's, just to reiterate the point, like
look
the
at that! Wow.
With anything that's going to potentially be replacing your iPro, it needs to be properly rated.
Yeah, that's why I always say try and just get the nose and mouth covered mask rather than getting a full thingy, because then you've still got your eye protection in place. Just try and just get something to cover the nose and mouth.
Oh.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hedy wants to know if there's a height restriction on the
he's
the
a
event,
prick.
Kenny.
Eddie, if you weren't so important to me right now, I would fire your ass. I'm kidding.
I'm kidding because I love you.
Okay, I love you, Eddie.
Right, unless there's any more questions on that, if you want to throw them in, if they pop up in the sort of the last sort of bit of the show, then feel free to do so. We'll hopefully try and pick those up at the end. If not, we can kind of deal with those next episode. But Kenny, we obviously want to talk.
Oh, please, it's a bit boring. Can we talk about? I'm joking. We're going to talk about Shift Your Ribs.
We weren't going to talk about Shift Your Ribs, but we can talk about that if you'd like to. That's
no.
What
were you going to?
I thought we talked about. Didn't we mention that in the news?
I thought we talked about Shift Your Ribs in the news. Yeah.
I don't know where you were, Kenny. I think you were still playing bass then, mate. If I'm honest.
Sorry.
Your demons were still inside you.
Sorry, lads. Get my jam on. Yeah. Can we put the bass guitar back on? I miss it now.
I don't. Yeah, what were you going to say, Mike?
Put it back on.
I don't know why I've still got that kit. Oh, that's from your mic, Andy, when they used to make the
Where did you get that
Oh,
from?
what,
Oh, just online.
Yeah.
Let's
You
go
got
on
an
a
actual
bit.
guitar there.
No,
It
it's
doesn't look
just...
like it.
No, it's just me rubbing against
No,
my
on your
screen.
webcam.
Oh, I was going to do it then. I did. That was really good.
Oh, right, let's try and rein it back in. Now, Kenny, I was going to ask in terms of, we've obviously talked about Operation Phoenix from the kind of Empire events side. What's happening in the world of Empire Airsoft?
Well, that's what I was
Yeah.
going to say. I don't think we did talk about it. The shift your rifts thing, because
G'day,
that's why I
Phil.
wanted to go on to it. Yeah, we're just going to just for that. Really, I really want to attend there and just like I feel like no one knows who Empire Airsoft is. That's what I know. I remember I went to NAF once, and I was like, I spoke to a few people, and they're like, "Nah, I never heard of her." You know, I'm like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" And I kind of like that because I'm like, okay, there's 3,000 people here, so if no one knows about it, and I'm doing okay. Imagine how well we'll do if all 3,000 know. So the plan is just trying to get a bit more awareness that that Empire Airsoft exists. So I'm going to try and get around a bit more, you know. But yeah, there's not a huge amount like new products. I'm trying to get some new brands in. Got some new Jaeger stuff in, which you guys like. I really want to work a bit more closely with James. Sniper Mechanic's always bringing out some stuff. He's always working on the background. Same with Hadron.
Did I mention I got one of these?
So we've always got stuff like that in the pipeline. I really want to do some big stuff, and there's a
I
big
was so
thing
going to do
coming
something
up,
to that then, but that's not appropriate.
which I don't want to talk. Which obviously I can't talk about just yet.
I
But
went like that, and
end of the
nope.
month. Yeah, end of the month there'll be some news. But yeah, just I don't want to give away too much because you know there's. I don't really want to. I don't know.
So
if
hang on a
there's any
minute.
other
You
Airsoft
wanted to
stores
talk
here.
about Empire, but you're not going to give any. You're not going to talk about Empire.
No, because you know what it's like. If I've got
Yeah, go on.
Come
a
on,
little,
kid. Just a little
nugget.
just a
little nugget.
Ooh.
A little nugget of
Son.
information.
Son.
we're definitely expanding. So
Well, I'm taking over for a week, so fucking hell.
no, the Empire,
Stratospheric, mate.
the Empire is expanding. So we're expanding our territories. So that's the hint.
So's my
I said to Kenny whilst I'm working there, can I dress as Darth Vader and have the Imperial March playing whilst I pick orders?
yeah.
I'm going to Instagram the shit out of that.
Nothing gets packed because he's sitting there going, "I'm using the Force."
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
look-
genuinely love it if he's
Do
left
any of
alone.
you still try and use the Force? I mean, I still sometimes do
Yeah.
try it.
I do it in
Oh,
traffic.
every
If I'm
time you
stuck
go in
in,
the supermarket,
Yeah.
open
Yeah.
those
I
doors
wanna
up.
turn the light off,
I
and
do
I'm
it when
like,
I'm stuck in traffic jams. I just sit there and just go out the window until the car moves. I'm like, yes, still got it.
I use the missiles.
Or the best one. No, the best one is when you're. The best one's traffic lights when you force an old lady when she's crossing the road.
I do the claw with like people like that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
hold on to their head and going on like that.
Winning.
I've never done this.
Yeah, when people cross the road at traffic lights, you've never used the force on
I
them.
do that.
No,
I just push
I can't
them.
Oh,
wait.
mate, yeah.
Trying to get it right,
Especially if they see you doing it, because you're just following them, going, and they're just
You're
like
doing-
walking, looking at it like that.
I can't
Yeah,
fucking wait
I love
to
it.
do this.
I love
I'm
waving at
just gonna go
strangers. I
driving-
do all
I'm gonna go
sorts of stuff
driving
when I'm
tomorrow
driving.
just for that.
Waving, bibbing and wave is the best because everyone waves back at you. Bip. And they're like, fuck are you?
Yeah, usually. Well, that was a weird
yeah.
tangent, but
Yeah, well, it's odd.
I want
Yeah,
videos.
but-
I want videos, first person perspective videos tomorrow of people forcing old ladies across at the traffic lights.
from the
Actually-
from the passenger side.
Yes,
Actually,
do remember.
I do have. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know. if
imagine
people are-
panning round and then there's a copper next to you. Fucking force.
This is not the car you've been looking for.
I was not using my phone.
Yeah,
I'm going to try that.
but there is actually one thing locally is if obviously in my area, because like I don't know if many people do listen, but I'm actually looking for someone to maybe come and do some help me do some work in the warehouse because it's getting a bit much now. So I'm trying to like find someone maybe who's like young.
19.
It's mainly going to be packing. Do you know what I mean? But like just packing, building some products, doing some stuff on the website and whatnot. Yeah. So if anyone knows of anyone who's not an arsehole.
£47 an hour.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, in the local area. Well, I just didn't know, you know. Like the thing is, I do quite a lot of different stuff. Like Lance knows me very well. I don't just do airsoft. I'm always doing so much other stuff, trying to get other things off the ground. So if someone's in a bit of an entrepreneurial, if they've got a bit of entrepreneurial spirit, and they, you know what I mean, they want to maybe like it'd be. I always really wish I shadowed someone when I was younger, because I've got a good friend who's very successful, and I wish I shadowed him when I was younger. I would have worked for him for free, you know, because what I would have learned would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Not saying I'm some sort of entrepreneurial guru. I'm really not, but I've learned a few things over the years. I've done quite a lot of stuff, so
You've done very well, mate.
Right.
Not so good on the supplying people with patches, though, by all accounts.
Oh.
A little hatred for you in the chat regarding your patches. Absolute
No,
tosser.
I do have patches. Yeah, I've got like a moon.
Chris says he does, but he's been unsuccessful in getting hold of one so far. So that's disappointing to hear. Never mind.
It's probably because I sell them. So if you don't buy one, I won't send you one.
You've got.
Yeah. So
the last,
Chris.
the last 2 orders that I've had, I've put an order in with a patch on it, right? And I've got 2 now. So there you go. It's not hard.
I don't sell them for a lot of money. I think I sell them for like £1.50. I think
they're nothing.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a piss take trying to sell something with your brand on it. When it's different if you're Nike because it's a brand, right? No, yeah, it makes like shit. No, but like Empire Airsoft isn't like, you know. Hopefully one day it will be a big brand, but it's not like. I get it with like Vortex. You know, they're like proud and sort of wearing that brand. Do you know what I mean?
So I'm someone else I'm cross with, Chris, for Vortex, because I haven't got my red Vortex t-shirt yet.
But then they'll buy the merch, you know. But I literally sell the patches to like pretty much covers the patch. But it's just, for me, it's brand awareness, and I'm proud if I see someone wearing a patch.
Oh, there you go. Look, job applicant already. Graded Buffalo 44. Where you at, Kenny? He's down for some pocket money work.
Where am I? Where are you based? Where are we based? It's quite hard, isn't it? We're on like the Surrey, Sussex, Kent border.
Yeah.
RH7 postcode.
About 25 minutes from Gatwick-ish. There you go, in and around that area.
If you're flying in.
Chris Berry says, I did bloody buy it along with other things I've bought so far. The packer keeps forgetting.
Isn't he?
Don't worry, Chris. Don't worry, mate. Once I'm in charge, bruv, you'll be fucking wearing a suit made of patches, baby.
Pallet load of patches gets
just like that.
So, from now on, I might just send a patch to Chris's house every.
Do you know what? You should just do it weekly, even if he hasn't ordered anything. Once a week, a patch arrives. Just piss him off with them. Or a stick-on one. Then every time the delivery turns up, just get the courier to just whack it on his door. Every time. Bang! Bang!
Cool. Yeah, fuck you, Chris. I
would love, though, if Lance, you know, I can picture it now. Lance is there just like quietly packing some stuff, and all of a sudden there's this horrific accident that happens, and something just falls off the shelf, and it slices off the top knot, and that just goes straight into the box. And then someone's opening the package, all excited. My Empire Airsoft package arrived. They're opening it up,
I'm actually hurt you've not noticed that. I've actually hurt you've not noticed that the top knot's gone.
I can't see the top of your head. It's behind your headphones.
Turn around.
It isn't gone.
I'm hurt.
It's not gone.
Turn around.
Of course, it's not fucking gone. What do you think I am? Stupid. Can't cut this off.
Fucking thing annoys me.
Lose all my wisdom.
Didn't I try and pay like 250 quid to cut that thing off?
Yeah. Well, James from Defiant offered money as well, but he wanted to do more stuff to it than cut it off, and I'm just on down for that. I am not tickling that with this. Thanks.
I think what we should do is when
Don't even know how I'd do it for a start.
Nova,
I'd have to give you like a piggyback.
I think everyone should order a patch. Just everyone order a patch.
Now, crash the site.
Crash the site.
Revolution.
When Lance is in control, so he has to do 1,000.
No, because you know what'll happen. No one will get patches.
No one will get a patch. Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll send like 30 to a northern customer and say dish these out to people who've bought them from up that way. Save the trees. You know what I mean?
Dish these out.
By the way, I've chucked an extra 29 patches in your order. Just give them out to your pals.
Yeah. Loomis 1708 says challenge for the event. Cut it off if you're captured.
I think Lance will lose his shit.
I don't get captured, mate.
Be worth it. Oh, we don't even think that would be worth it.
Actually, can we just say Lance just said he doesn't get captured? So, if anyone captures Lance, there will be I'm going to give away
a patch. You'll get Chris's patch. He's paid for.
Can I capture him?
No, that's not fair because you'll be next to me.
Yeah.
Got him.
It's just be Andy chasing me around. No, get away. Go away.
I've got stuff to do, Andrew.
That's it. Yeah. Radios are going mad. 0. Hello, 0. Like, yeah.
He's on me again.
Gnawing at his top knot. I'll get it off.
Kenny's starting to regret leaving the warehouse with Lance. Absolutely, he must be.
Definitely. It could be quite fun though.
It's going to be like when, like that classic joke in it when a wife sends her husband to the supermarket to get things, but he comes back with this,
with everything.
Like, can you go and get some bread and milk? And he comes back with like a wetsuit and a MIG welder or something like that. And that's what I'm going to get people's orders and go like, they want that, but I think they should have this.
Little.
Just leave them a note. I know you wanted this, but I think these are better. So I put them in there. Like 2 MP7s. All I wanted was a ghillie suit. I was like, yeah, but you can't shoot a ghillie suit, can you? You twat. And it's airsoft. Please, can I have my ghillie suit now?
God.
I won't do that. I'll be very professional.
I'd hate to listen.
Although I am dressing as Darth Vader. For the duration. Yeah.
Sorry, you'll open the door and there'll just be Lance. But it won't even be a good costume. It'll just be one of those little children's.
No, really shit.
Masks.
You remember like the old 80s Halloween mask that's just got a bit of elastic that goes around? It'll be that.
It'll just be like that. And it's just, all you'll hear is just.
Oh my god! I've got to tell this story quickly. It's completely off topic, but I went to Cyprus last year with the family and some friends of ours, and we went to a hotel to watch a Michael Jackson act. Oh my god! So he comes out, and it was fucking awful. It was so bad. It was funny, and then it got to the bit where he's going to do Thriller, and he sort of like faces away from the audience, and he put this this wolf mask on. And he's like, he went, diddly, and he spun round, and like the nose was pointed up there, and he had like one eye, and his jaw was all fucking. Started doing this for I had to go. I said, I've got to go. I can't do it. I cannot do it. It's got to be the worst wolf mask I've ever seen. There was like one ear was up, one was down, the nose was. It looked more like a pig, a big hairy pig face. That's what it was.
Can someone mute Lance? My face is fucking killing me.
It was honestly. Ask Dan about it, Kenny. It was the fun. Me and him, I was crying, absolutely crying. We had to walk past him to get out. He's there, fucking throwing his face.
I don't know what's happened.
It's fucking the fucking nose is going bouncing all over the place.
I just had a really weird, like, laughing. I couldn't get out of that. Then it was weird. Like I was in some sort of.
Your eyes have gone.
Mate, I remember I was gaming one night, right, and I laughed that hard, I fainted onto my keyboard. You know when you laugh and like nothing comes out, no pressure. I laughed that hard. I went, sat back up again. I was like, oh my god, I'm not laughed that hard in my life. Not to this day. I was playing H1Z1 and someone said something and it killed me. And I laughed that hard. I went,
I've got to. Yeah, that nearly.
Literally like that.
That literally had me. When you played that. We're still to wait for that video.
I know, I haven't had a chance to put it together.
I haven't put it together.
Wayne says, when you take over, Lance, can I order an MWS for tenner?
Absolutely yes. But I'll have to charge you £550 for a patch. Actually, Ken, that's a really good selling option. We could give away MWSs with a £550 patch order. That would be fucking awesome. How much was that? Didn't cost me anything. Got it free with my order. That's a way to get round the missus. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right, it's we've pretty much come to the end of the show. If there are any last minute questions regarding Op Phoenix, throw them in.
Fuck me.
Brady Buffalo 44. That's why it takes them so long to cross. I haven't been helping them with the Force.
There we go.
Chuckle.
Let's get them old ladies across the road safely, my fellow Jedis.
Ray says, check your phone, Lance. I've sent you a pic of you using the Force.
Oh, for fuck's sake. If it's a monkey using the Force, I swear to God. Is it WhatsApped or is it Instagrammed? Oh, no, it's WhatsApped. I knew it. It had to be. God love him.
Little update. We obviously put a post out on our socials about buy me a coffee. It seems that a few people are having issues with their payments on there. I say payments.
What is
donations
the buy
towards
me a
the show.
coffee thing?
So the
See,
buy me a
told you we
coffee,
didn't watch the
we
fucking
are-
show, didn't
I
I?
don't watch the show, so I don't have a clue.
No, it's fine. So buy me a coffee
Yeah.
is we're completely unfunded, so we don't get advertising, we don't get sponsorship, we don't get any money from anybody, we don't sell products. You know, the stuff we talk about is stuff that we like. It's not tiny violin. So I can't remember how long it's been running now, but we had a number of people that said, you know, we want to sort of contribute towards the show. Is there a way that we can do this? So we set up the buy me a coffee as an option for people if they'd like to sort of contribute towards the show. We've got different levels of membership on there, and with the membership comes different levels of perks. So in terms of access to events and bits and pieces like that, we can't offer any benefit for Op Phoenix, but for the intro to Milsim, there will be a difference in ticket depending on if you've been helping us out, basically financially. It's our little way of saying thank you back to you. If you'd like to come along to the event, we'll look after you, basically. Is that's the plan? So that's to buy me a coffee. But a few people have been having problems. I think there's been an issue with like the recurring payment failing or something like that.
Moody bank
there's
cards, I
limited
reckon.
Stuff there's limited options that we've got behind the scenes in terms of dealing with that. I've logged a help desk call with Buy Me a Coffee. If you are having any problems, I would suggest contacting Buy Me a Coffee as well, because we don't have access to like all the internal mechanics of the system. But if you are having problems or anything like that, then please keep shouting, because we really appreciate the donation basically towards the show. It does help.
It basically pays for like all of them to go on holiday.
Oh, yeah.
I wish.
This show genuinely costs us about £600 a year to run, of which the three of us, we fund that.
You know what? I do respect you because I've reached out to you and said I'd love to sponsor the show, and you said "fuck you, we don't want your shitty, we don't want your fucking good
Don't want your shitty
money."
sponsorship, you little twerp.
So no, because you want to stay impartial, and I like that.
Yeah.
But you broke ass bitches.
Because don't get me wrong, realistically, and I'll be frank, we've had offers. Like we have had offers of people that want to help us out and do stuff, and we've turned them down because of the whole.
No, fuck no.
No. Just being realistic.
What do you
being
think you are?
We have had offers of people that kind of go, "Oh, can I sponsor the show? Can kind of we do like a brand collaboration and stuff like that?" And we are always very careful with how that works, to make sure that it we're not favouring anybody that we don't want to just favour, and
exactly.
we want to make sure that we're advertising.
Couldn't agree more. Absolutely, everything Mike says, God's on his truth.
But you know what? No.
The thing is, me doing that genuinely because his products are fucking incredible. But that gives us the freedom to be able to do things like that. Whereas if we're sort of like underneath an umbrella, we're sort of restricted on doing that.
Like we sit here, obviously with the little bit of the premise of the show was talking about Op Phoenix, but then we've got Defiant in here who also do wicked events, and we can. Do you know what I mean? Everything's friendly. It's cool. We
This
chat
is
about
it.
them.
You know, that's
I'd
what
love
we
to
like
go
about
and-
it. It's
You
for
know, I
all.
want to go and do their events, and like, do you know what I mean? So it's
That's
I
the
like
idea
it.
of us.
Yeah,
It's
there's
a
no-
platform for all events to come to,
platform
and
for everybody.
anyone to sort of use. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh yeah, we're dedicated to that and that's it alone. You know, it's nice to have an SEO, Defiant, Empire, all gunmen. You know what I mean? Octo. It could be anybody in there. So, which is always good. We like that.
Hasn't the name
Right.
changed for SEO now, by the way? But I can't pronounce it.
I've no idea.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know
it's
they
like
changed it.
Shenzhen or something. I think
Shenzhen.
something like that. Yeah.
You
It's
change
like
it.
the
In
biscuit.
fact, if it is that, you change that
Johnny
back.
English. No, it's pronounced Sushan.
No, I don't know.
Bob.
I might be wrong. I love Terence. So
Terry's
Like
cool.
it.
he's the man.
Right, Kenny, would you like to?
Jonathan
we obviously
May,
have our
hello,
closing
sir.
words. Would you like to come up with some closing words?
Just
for the show?
sorry, just quickly. Phil wants
Oh,
us to
sorry.
recap on everything he's missed from tonight.
Give us 20 minutes and then you'll be able to...
You want me to my closing words?
Yeah. On
So
the
if you
drums.
play this show back at like 5 times speed on Spotify, it might make a
That
really
will make
good song.
sense.
I reckon.
Yeah,
I reckon
nice.
Kenny's actually been playing a subliminal message via his.
By Empire Airsoft.
It'll be on iTunes next week. It'll be like the best jazz jam ever. Slap the bass.
Right, Kenny, closing words.
Closing words. Thank you for having me on again. Buy a ticket to the Empire event because we all want to see you there. All you guys
Buy a
put in so much
ticket.
work. No, sorry, that was me. Just
Away with you. Buy a ticket. Away with you. Away.
Using the force.
Use the force to make them.
Buy a
purchase the
ticket.
There you go, Terry.
No,
There
I
you go.
appreciate all the support that everyone's already given. You know, I'm new into this, and working with you guys is wicked. Yeah, thanks, and don't be a dick. That's always a good one.
Don't be a dick.
Love the
Just don't be a dick in life, you know. That's
And
it.
if you are going to be a dick, protect yourself. That's what I'm going to say about that.
Yeah. That's it. No,
Um,
thanks for having me on. It's been cool.
That's right. If you want to get in touch with the show, you can do so on our email at nofochat@hotmail.com. Our Instagram is at November_Foxtrot_NoFo, and the website's novemberfoxtrot.co.uk. You can also contact us on our own individual Instagrams at 9volt Airsoft, at @callsign_Quartermaster, and at the _punish_1_.
Yeah,
If
and
you're-
Kenny Empire.
And well, yeah, I didn't know what Kenny's was. I'm not repeating Kenny's ones because I always get it wrong and end up insulting him.
Oh yeah. Empire events.
Empire events suck. Yeah.
Oh man, I felt so bad. If you're interested in Op Phoenix, you can access the website there, www.empireairsoft.co.uk/operation-phoenix.html. So go and check that out. If you've enjoyed the show, please feel free to.
I've enjoyed the show.
Like or a thumbs up or on whatever media.
I'll be honest. The beginning was a bit weird, and there was a weird vibe going on. But then,
boom, boom.
but
No, we start off weird, then we go sensible, then we go a weird middle bit again.
On the first day of Christmas.
We will be back next week. I've forgotten to begin again. We will be back next week.
Oh, that's weird. It's you.
Lance.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was just liking me.
We like ourselves.
We do have a show next week. I'll be honest with you, I can't remember what it was.
Bags.
Oh yeah,
You can't
no,
be
we'll be doing PPE next week. PPE, eyes, feet,
PPE.
mouth, hands, and head. Helmet. So we're going to be.
We had.
talking
Didn't we have a? Oh, we had a rhyme.
Did
We had a thing. With,
Oh yeah, from the
oh, I wrote it down. It's in my.
We'll deal with that one next week. Thanks again, Kenny, for coming on the show. Always a pleasure.
thanks, guys. Cheers.
And we shall
That's
see you
all
next
right.
week
Thanks,
at
Kenny.
8 p.m. Stay
See
nice.
you on the flip side. Stay NoFo. Absolutely. Ciao, Bella.
Hey, NoFo.
Love you, boys.
And book onto the event.
and book onto the event.
Have we gone with you?
Help old ladies. Help old ladies. They're important.
Yeah, that's that one.
Let's get them across the road. Force videos
See you
incoming.
later. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
You haven't said it.
Say goodbye, guys.
Bye,
Goodbye, guys. It's only been 2 years.